heck have you been, everybody? What's going on? Life for me has been a little bit chaos lately, and it's been a little bit chaos lately for maybe a little bit longer than a little bit of time, like a long time. So starting off this video, I'm going to go ahead and admit that I don't think I finished a single book in May, but that doesn't mean I didn't do anything. I don't know if you saw the video that I posted last week, but I actually was able to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is a show that's been recommended to me since before I joined BookTube, but especially since I've joined BookTube. Everyone in the world has wanted me to watch this show called Avatar: The Last Airbender, which came out while I was a young person, the correct age for the show, and it was pretty cool. I posted a detailed thoughts of season 1. And yeah, the show's framed in a book sense. It's called Book 1, season 1 is, and also every episode's called a chapter, so I say it counts. But jumping back to actual book news, I need to talk about something awesome that happened. I have a P.O. box listed down in the description where anybody can feel free to send me things that I've talked about. Hey, I may not be able to read everything that people send me, but I will talk about everything that people sent me. And I got sent something so freaking cool, I can't help but be excited about it. Check this out, people. Friend of the channel and independent author S.J. Saunders sent me what appears to be, if not his entire bibliography, it's the majority of his books. It looks like it's 3 series. This one, which appears to be an urban fantasy. This 7-book series, which is like epic fantasy. And check out these covers. Nest of Intrigue with this rose. Isle of Storms with a heart. Keep of Shadows, which appears to be a keep. Glade of Harmony with a cool tree. Crest of Power with this sick crest of a bird. My personal favorite, Forest of Dynasties, which is a dinosaur and a wolf in this awesome circle pattern. And Tower of Memories with this really cool looking tower logo. And look at this, a mage fox on the back. And then these 3 Seasons of Light books, which have a nice glossy cover. Saunders has been a friend of the channel for a very long time. His passion for Star Wars always comes through when I happen to make Star Wars comments. And he's just a great member of the BookTube community. I was super excited when he messaged me and said that he might be sending me something. And then this shows up at the post office with the freaking whole stack of books. I'm not sure when I could get to these, but I want to get to them. And S.J. Saunders, which one should I start with? Which one of these series do you recommend that I read first? These books look really cool. I'd like to read them and review them for the channel. If you are someone who would like to send me a book that you'd like me to check out or at least talk about on the channel, once again, the P.O. box is down below. Thank you so much, S.J. Saunders, for these. I wasn't sure what to expect when you messaged me, and I'm very excited now. Got them back on the shelf now. As always, this section of books on my bottom shelf is books that people have sent me that I plan on checking out soon. And I have been working my way through those as my TBR allows. Speaking of my TBR, there is more about this to come, but I have been asked to be sort of a guest judge for Bookborn over on her channel for this year's SPFBO 8, which is the self-published fantasy awards that Mark Lawrence, the author, who's actually the author of Red Sister and quite a few other popular books here on the fantasy sphere. Speaking of books that people have given me, Alan from the channel Library of Alexandria sent me this one. Anyway, as a guest judge for this, I and a bunch of other cool people are going to be helping Bookborn in her selection for her actual, like, she's the real judge. And the books that I am going to be reading for that awards competition thing include Any Minor World, the urban fantasy, Deep's End, the epic fantasy, which includes one of my favorite tropes, the amnesia trope, Hazel Hearth Hire's Heroes, which is like a D&D and tabletop inspired lighthearted fantasy story, The Valkyrie of Vanaheim, which looks to be a portal fantasy having to do with fae and humans, The Stones of Valterra, which might be my first grimdark read ever. Maybe I will finally figure out what grimdark is, and Wistful Ascending, which is a superhero / science fiction fantasy thing that makes comparisons to Dragon Ball Z, which with my love for Cradle recently might be a winner. This section of SPFBO is going to be taking place over 3 months, so it's going to be an exciting, crazy 3 months. The Buddy Reads in the Patreon section of my Discord have me continuing to read along with the Natural History of Dragons series. And as always, I'm going to be throwing in a bunch of mood reads, and if you want to influence my decision, go ahead and join the Discord and hype up something. I am very, very, very susceptible to hype. Which of the books that I talked about today seem the most exciting to you? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. If you want to hear more detailed thoughts on all the books that I'm going to be reading, please subscribe to the channel. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you're a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, check out my thoughts on that one. Thank you so much for watching. I'm excited to talk to you more in the future. Until next time, goodbye.
Sleep, no one ever get enough. Always looking out tired. Sleep, no one ever get enough. If it don't show up, I might get fired. Sleep, no one ever get enough. Always looking out tired. Sleep, no one ever get enough. If I don't show up, I might get fired.